Every home has a story, and every culture has something really beautiful and unique to share. And sometimes the best possible way to know a culture is not through books or through museums, but just through a kitchen, a dining table, or the people around it. Today's Chewspah is very, very special. I'm not just trying new food, I'm actually stepping into an Egyptian home for iftar. I was invited to my friend Nada's place, who's from Egypt and now lives in Germany, but has clearly not left her roots behind. She's so vibrant and always curious about knowing other cultures, but is very passionate about her own Egyptian upbringing. Now, a quick disclaimer before we begin. These stories in the video are personal experiences, so don't quote her or don't quote me on that. It's just two people standing in the kitchen having meaningful conversations about food and just having a great time. Also, Nada wasn't fasting this time due to personal reasons, but it was really sweet of her to actually invite us and share her Egyptian stories.
Hi, mic check.
So first up, we had some Egyptian tea. I mean, it's me. I have to have tea wherever I go.
So we're making Egyptian tea from seaworm mixed with lemongrass.
Nice.
It's a special tea that people, Bedouin people there, actually not Bedouin, they are Amazigh. They live at that area and they usually mix black tea with lemongrass, which is also for me as someone who lives in Cairo, very special.
Egyptian tea has a lot of sugar. I mean, a lot of it. And do they put like sugar or anything in it, or is it just...
actually the original way to make it is with lots of sugar.
Okay.
Like, they even have a rule that you put sugar until like you don't have any more sugar.
Really?
So they love it very sweet, and
Okay.
it's usually cooked on real fire. I mean, this doesn't look anything like the original, but we're trying to get close. So we'll let it cool down until the color changes a bit.
Yeah. Now it was time for some roast chicken. So we went on to prepare a marinade for it. But she started off with tomatoes, and my Indian cooking skills didn't understand what was happening. I was so confused.
And olive oil always makes everything taste so good.
Now, we prepared the chicken, but then I noticed the pot. Now, I've grown up watching TLC, street food around the world and whatnot, and I've seen this pot a couple of times. But I was really curious as to how Egyptians actually use the pot, so I had to ask.
Okay, I wanted to ask you something
Yeah,
about
sure.
this earlier. So this particular pot, I've seen in a lot of African cooking.
True.
Is this a slow cooking pot or is there a special one that you use?
It's made of mud. I
Oh,
even have
okay.
this one from Egypt. And it has lots of shapes, lots of sizes,
Yeah.
lots of colors as well. So some of them are glazed from the inside, some are not. Some are only glazed from the inside and from the outside not. And this, you can see here like how the original form of it. It's a bit raw and it's true mud.
Then came my favorite part, carbs. So we prepared some rice. Now, Egyptian rice is really starchy, so we had to wash it a lot of times. I mean, I think 6 or 7 times. And somewhere in between, I think we started talking about mangoes. I don't know how that happened. I mean, an Egyptian and an Indian meet and they don't talk about mangoes? Does that even happen?
So we need to measure 1 cup of rice. This is the closest thing I could get to in Germany for Egyptian rice. So now we have 1 cup of rice.
Yeah.
And we're gonna wash it until the water comes out clear. Yes. We have also very good mango in Egypt. So when it comes to desserts,
Okay.
like mango, Egyptian mango and ice cream, and even we mix it with sweet potato and
Mango and sweet potato.
yeah, like it's some of the new exotic
That is a really interesting mix. Understand the love for mangoes because I come from a place which is known for mangoes in India.
But in Egypt, mangoes, like the sorts of mango, they exceed the 300 kinds.
Yeah,
All
that's
sizes,
fine,
all
yeah.
colors,
Yeah.
and we even have like a mango festival. So it's really fascinating. Yeah.
Never in my life have I ever had rice and vermicelli together. And I was so excited to try that. She was making all of it in ghee, which is my favorite kind of fat. But the best was yet to come.
So in Egypt, we usually do it samna wuzait, and which means samna and oil. But I don't use canola oil at all. So we're gonna use today olive oil instead of
Yeah, always good.
yeah. 1 cup of shareya.
Yeah.
Hot. I'll just start like spreading the shareya and maybe add. So this is half a cup. I will add more.
Do you want it golden?
Yeah, I will try to reach like a light gold color.
Yeah. Okay.
I have different coloration of it, and this happens so quickly. As you
Yeah.
can see. I will add the rice. Yes, this is the moist.
Type of rice do the Egyptians prefer?
I grew up eating no sticky rice. This part above the rice, and then after it boils 1 time, we have to cover it, and it should be covered very, very well.
Okay.
And now, let's check on the rice. Wow.
Of course, we kept checking the chicken, slowly browning, looking all glamorous in that pot.
Let me add some olive oil.
And then she made molokhia. I mean, that was so interesting to see. It's something really slimy, kind of a slimy soup, and it's made out of some slimy leaves. And, well, slimy leaves sound so interesting.
This is molokhia. It's unfortunately a frozen version. You can also get it as green leaves, like fresh green leaves. And this one is specifically made in Egypt. So it's a product of Egypt. Shout out to Egyptian products.
Yes. So is this a herb? Is this a vegetable?
It's leaves. These are green leaves, and they are known for being a little bit slimy.
Okay.
Talk molokhia, we should talk coriander and lots of garlic. Like the more the merrier.
Okay.
I'm heating the pot.
Okay.
Start with as minimal broth as possible.
Okay.
So I think we can do like 2 of these, maybe 3.
I want to ask you about the broth. How long have you boiled the broth?
I think in total about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And I have flavored like the broth with some barley leaves.
Okay.
And yes, here.
Oh, this.
This is the mixture. So we have these leaves.
Yeah,
maybe bay leaves.
Cardamom.
Cardamom.
Yeah. Clove.
Yeah.
Clove.
So these are essentials. Also, I added some garlic, some onion.
Yeah.
And what else did I add? I think a carrot. Yeah. You can measure one big spoon of coriander.
Yeah.
I will mince the garlic.
Okay,
Okay.
fantastic.
Okay, so now we will start like adding a bit of garlic to the soup. You can also add to like elevate the sweetness of the molokhia to add some tomato paste. It's also full of antioxidants, supposed to be very healthy.
Yeah.
Some more broth.
Just try. And again.
It's very slippery.
Amazing.
Personally prefer a lighter color of cream. That's why I prefer to just like let it melt inside the warm broth. Oh, see, now it's boiling. I will then lower the heat a bit so it doesn't boil that much. It's like just blink your eye and then it separates.
Okay.
And here we sorted the tasha. So we have samna, we have garlic, and we're gonna add the coriander stone. Hydration is one of the things that keep you also.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah? Go, 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 go.
Okay.
And we do one of that, and then we should do it together.
Yeah.
When I do like 3, we should together. Okay? So here. Wow, look at that.
Amazing.
And then now. And this is how molokhia is done.
It is my favorite tradition and it looks amazing.
Molokhia, when you go to eat it in a restaurant, they usually like to show off. And how they show off.
Yeah.
I'm trying this for the very first time in my life.
I'm excited.
I'll make you hold this.
Okay.
And hold it down.
Okay.
And then look at the thread. The longer the thread,
Wow.
the nicer the molokhia.
Wow.
Woo! This is looking so good.
So fun.
Whoa, go higher, higher, higher. Wow, look at that. Woo!
This is
awesome.
amazing.
I love it. I love it. This
I
looks
love it.
amazing.
Look at the steam.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Smells amazing.
Yeah.
But wait, what about the whiskey? Don't worry, I'm not talking about the alcoholic whiskey. This is Egyptian whiskey. So you mix some cucumbers, onions, parsley, lemon, and keep it for some time. And the juice that comes out of it is what is called the Egyptian whiskey. Egyptians love to start their meals with it. And it was honestly the most refreshing thing ever.
Nice and tiny. It's so fresh and so
So it was all coming together, the rice, the chicken, the molokhia, the anticipation, the curiosity. I was so excited to try everything.
So Aditi,
Yes.
I hope you like exactly
Like this?
Wow, look at it. Looks like a half moon. Yes. Okay. So here we are. Look at the smoke. And the roasted cherry tomatoes. Okay. Oops. And then Bismillah.
And yeah, we didn't forget the dates. We just added a twist to it.
Describe dates.
I would describe them as something that is really sweet. Dates are a little softer on the inside.
Would you then close your eyes for a second? Okay. Okay. Open your eyes. Okay.
Oh, wow. These are date-filled cookies in the plain version. Remind me of the dark fantasy cookies that we have in India. but I'm sure these will taste very different because there's no chocolate. Oh, nice. So it's not very wet. It's nice and gooey.
And the dessert was completely unexpected. She made a pudding using croissants. Can you imagine? It was so incredible.
We started by like heating some milk. How delicious it is. Okay. It's made of, instead of puff pastry, croissant.
Ooh.
Yes.
We're going to get fancy.
Yeah. Some pieces of croissant like that. Sprinkle some of this. Okay. Some of the nuts here. The milk that we heated up before.
Okay.
So the thing is, the croissant should be able to
Soak. Yeah.
or see.
Like that.
Amazing.
And just like that, from the tea to the rice, molokhia, everything just came to an end. A huge thank you to Nada for inviting me to her house and sharing her Egyptian food with me. And I just realized, sometimes it's not just about the food on your plate. It's about the people and the experiences that come with it. That's about it for today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment below, and let the Chewspah going. Ciao!